Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and today's video for you guys is my rating system and also how I annotate books. We're gonna start with my rating system. My rating system goes from DNF all the way up to 5+ stars. So DNF is just DNF books that I just generally was just not interested in it. I just didn't like how it's written. My 1 stars are books that I've read and did not DNF, but I wish I DNF. So it's like a waste of time. Books I would not recommend to anyone. Like I want my time back for reading those books, okay? There could be a lot of reasons why I give it a 1 star. It could be the writing. It could be that it was just so boring, but I just had to finish the book. A lot of reasons for why it would be 1 star. I try to not rate books 1 star though. 2-star books. These books are mid. It's a hit or miss. Some people could like it, some people don't. So it's a book that I pick the person to recommend it to. So it's like, if there's a person that I know just like to read and read anything, I'll recommend it to them because maybe they would like it. So it's just something that is not memorable and it's not something I'll go out of my way to recommend. Most of my books, I try to rate it at 3-star and higher. With 3 stars, it's an okay book. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I recommend. Would I reread it again? No. It was readable. Most of the books that I just liked, I kind of put it into 3 stars. Now, 4 stars. 4 stars are books that I like, but not books that I love. So it's not God tier books. The reason why it would be a 4 star is because it does not consume my brain like how the other books do. It is books that I definitely would recommend to people. Now we move on to 5 stars. I have a lot of reasons why I rate books 5 stars. First reason is the writing is great. The plot is good. It got me hooked from like beginning to end. It was just really good. It delivered like the normal reasons why people would rate books 5 stars. The second reason why I would rate a book 5 stars is that I'm there for the vibes, and like the writing style is like not that great, but like I'm like hooked into the books and I was there for it. I'll give a 5 star. Like it just consumes my life and consumes my brain. I would rate it a 5 star. 5 stars are books I definitely would reread, but like 4 stars are books that I'm like, I could reread, but I'm not gonna reread. But then there are ratings higher than 5 stars that goes up to like 6, 7, however stars you want. These are my God tier books that you have to pry from me. It literally eats me up. That's all I can think about. I absolutely love these books. These are books I would reread over and over. Those are the type of books that I would buy multiple copies of and I will shut up about, okay? For example, the Ambience series. I will not shut up about. Ever since I finished Onyx Storm, I haven't shut up about that fucking book for like weeks now. I don't plan on shutting up about it anytime soon. So yeah, so my rating system is actually not that hard to understand. Now we move on to annotating. So with annotation, I have this little bag where I keep all my annotation stuff in. So at first I didn't really know how to annotate, so I had to look up videos on how people annotated. Some people write in a book, some people write on like a sticky note and apply it into the book. It depends on personal preference. I personally don't mind writing on the book unless it's not a special like edition or something like that. Annotation. I have like a bunch of these tabs which you can buy off of Amazon. I just bought a whole pack, this much. How I choose what colors to use is I base it off the cover. I'm just a girl, okay? Or like kind of colors that kind of match the vibe. So like for example, Twisted Games, I chose like pastel colors because I didn't really have anything that's like gold. So I chose pastel colors that kind of represented Bridget and Reese. I would go into the book and I would take a piece of all the sticky tabs, place on here and number them, right? And then on the other piece of paper, which is these like clear sticky notes, I would write down the number that I had on the sticky tabs. For example, number 1. For number 1, I put anything that's Reese and Bridget. So the 2 main characters of the book. Or like a heart, as in like any love scenes, romantic scenes, anything that has to do with love, I'll annotate that. And then number 3, I will put anything that's happiness / giggle / cute, as in things that kind of like made me like warm and happy inside. And then for 4, I put favorite. So favorite as in like, oh, this favorite quote, this favorite saying that they said. All my annotations does change depending on the book. Most of the books I annotate always have a tab for the 2 main characters. And then it always has a tab for the love section, giggly, happy section. It always has those. Annotation for sad and things that make me mad and annoyed. Like I always have tabs for emotions. So that's like how I annotated Twisted Games. And I actually did not write in this book, but some books that I did annotate, I do write in the margin sometimes. But sometimes when I don't feel like writing in the book, I just write on the sticky tab. As I love, I chose blue annotation because the cover is blue. Like character development, top ones are definitely main characters, side characters, or like side/important characters. All the emotions that you can think of. Love, important points, character development, those type of stuff. So that's usually how I annotate in my books. And then how I annotate in my Kindle is usually I just highlight the sentence that I really like and I just write in the notes like my thoughts. Hunting out a line, I literally highlighted, and then in the notes I wrote, oh my god. And then this other highlight I wrote LOL. Not much thought to it, but the books are where I really actually tab and like think about what to write and how I feel, this and that. I would just use like regular pens, highlighters to highlight in the book. I use Muji pens. So far I don't have the problem with bleeding. Yeah, so annotation with the books honestly is all personal preference and what you want to tab and what you think is like you should tab and whatnot. With like fantasy books, I try to now go into more detail about it because there's more theories and more thoughts. That's usually how I annotate my books. But let me know what your ranking system is and how you annotate books, because maybe I can take a tip or two from y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to follow me on social media. It's down below in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe. Pretty much that is it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!